everything else. So go ahead and let him go. Good. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for. I don't want you guys to control him. It's okay. Just let it go. It's okay. So part of it too is yeah.
We have
So
guy at
right.
one of our guy who lands. Bruno bus gardener.
Oh.
That's what he does.
Yeah. So it goes very in and out, right?
Yeah,
At least it's more so at
looking at is that just behave.
Hmm?
He's very nice when he's settled. He's the best one.
Okay.
He's best with the kids. He's everything.
I'll show photo video.
Yeah, we have. Bruno, that's it. He's all vaccinated, everything.
Okay. So what I'll have you guys do is when you get a chance, either when you get to where you're going or before you get on the road, is just text me or email me the feeding guidelines and then his training priority list.
Okay.
So that way I'll have it as a reference to look back on.
Okay.
I think we talked about it on the phone. I don't know if you had forgotten or just got too busy. But that way I'll have something to look back through. Yeah.
Okay, feeding his food that we have.
Yeah.
He ate 2 times.
Just write it on the
we'll
thing
write
so I
it
don't
and
I don't
send it.
forget. Yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
Yeah,
And then
behavior like other dogs.
okay.
He's happy with other dogs.
And then outside of the reactivity to any history or anything else that you think that I should know, just put it in the
No.
text or the
Okay,
email.
we'll do that. Okay.
That way I'll have it as a reference.
Bruno. He's when we took him outside, like when my nephew take him out, he's good with other dogs. Many people walk around. He's okay. My son, my younger son, he didn't like him, but then he came, feed him couple times, and just massage him, and he was okay with him too. And now he's okay because it just takes time for him too. And that's all we're looking for him is to just these couple behave, and when somebody walk in.
Okay.
You know.
Have you seen dog like this before? Oh, you did. Okay.
I've worked with a lot of dogs. So the main
Appreciate
thing
that.
what we'll do is we'll go for a walk
Go
real
ahead,
quick.
go ahead, take him.
We'll go together.
Come.
And I'm looking to see how long it takes before he settles and stops charging,
Okay.
right? If it starts to take too long and you guys got to get going, I'd understand. So go ahead and come in close. Okay. And between the two of you guys, the next time he turns to me and starts coming, try to redirect him, either with his name, or telling him, get his attention. All right. So just get ready just to see what that looks like.
No.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll come towards you guys so that way you can be ready and just keep an eye on him, right? As soon as he fixates on me and he starts to focus on me like he's going to charge, try to redirect him.
Okay.
All right.
Bruno.
Now.
Bruno.
No.
Good.
No.
Okay.
Come.
We'll try it one more time. You can go ahead and stay still for now. And I'll come into you. All right. So
No.
good boy.
Come.
Good.
Good.
Good. So a lot of times if we are more preemptive, especially when it comes to reactive dogs, we can control them better.
Right.
It's almost as if you're trying to control him before you need to.
Wow.
It'll make it a lot easier. So that's something that we'll be practicing with him a lot.
Okay.
But it might be something when you get him back, when we have our sessions and everything, you'll have to get used to doing too.
Right.
A lot of times, especially with dogs that overreact or like dogs that jump on people, a lot of the times people will put so much effort on getting the dog down or off,
Yeah,
right?
that's very true.
But the
That's
main
the
thing
same thing.
Yeah, but the main thing you actually want to concentrate on is them approaching. Because if you get them to calm down before they get to the person, then they won't jump, right? So we have to kind of shift our effort and the timing of our effort, so that way it's the most effective. Because after he starts going, he stops listening to you, right? And so if we need him to calm down and focus, we have to do that before he kind of hits that red line. Yeah, before he jumps, pretty much.
We didn't do that one. we were looking at when he go and jump.
Right.
Like
It's hard. You'll get better at it with time, and you'll see a lot in the videos. Sometimes when I'm working with him, almost getting his attention or correcting him before he does something. So now you'll know why, right? So a lot of times people will be like, "Oh, he didn't do anything yet." It's like, well, that's the point,
in 3
right?
weeks, what do you think he will be? Have you seen? That's all we're looking for. Like he don't be aggressive to people. That's it.
I'll have to update you, at least while I'm working with him, to see if it's going to be something that's going to be long term, or if it's something that you can manage and hopefully overcome. Because right now, just off of this, at least it's good to see that you can redirect. He can calm down. His time to settle is what I call it, when he stops freaking out and going towards me. It's not the worst I've seen, but I've seen also really bad cases where the time to settle, this has been like 7 minutes, right? Time to settle with a dog before I've worked with is like 2 or 3 days. That's how long it takes for them to get used to somebody new.
How do you control it when you have to feed him and you are home alone? Or how are you gonna keep him in the cage and everything?
We have both a playpen as well as a kennel. So whatever options work best for him. If he does well, like I said, with the other pups and everything, then he can just be out. There's only 2 other dogs right now. There'll be like another one, I think, next week or a week after. So yeah. And most of the time too, because of his behavior, he's gonna probably ride with me anyways, because when I go to visit other clients and work with their pups, it'll give me an opportunity to desensitize and work with him too. Thailand. Yeah.
It seems like.
You guys?
We Indian.
Ah, cool. But yeah, he'll probably be a lot with me, if not having some time to himself to at least rest and relax between sessions. But with behaviors like this, especially to get him comfortable with me first so I can even work with him, that's going to take at least a couple days.
Absolutely.
Hopefully only a couple days, right?
One more thing we was going to let you know, that doctor, because he been in bad training by somebody, I think she might have done something to him, so he was very like
anxious.
For that.
And when we got him back, but lately been very good. The doctor did prescribe that, give him
calming probiotics like
something like pills or
like Xanax.
Yeah.
Not Xanax. It's
off the counter something. We'll send you a picture of that one.
Okay.
And if you please spend anything, don't hesitate to
no worries.
Okay?
All right.
Bruno.
All right, so what I'll do now is I'll try to take the leash from you.
Yeah, sure.
And let's go and
I'm going to run a couple more tests here, just real quick before you guys get going. Okay, so let's all walk together. Good boy. We'll see if he even wants to come with me or if he just stays with you guys, right?
Go get let's bring a car here. We can bring the car here. We'll leave the food.
Oh no, I'll what we'll do at the end here, I'm almost done. I know you guys got to get going. What I'll do is I'll take the food in, and I'll get the other dogs and the place ready for him, and I'll let you say goodbye, and then I'll come back out
Bruno.
and I'll take him. So you guys will get to say goodbye and everything. So I want to see how close he is to you.
No. Bruno, no.
Okay.
I'm glad that
Bruno.
you did
Come
pretty good actually.
Bruno. Bruno. Come here. Good boy. Good boy.
I really love him.
Just pet him if you
Sometimes
want.
he's aggressive. That's the
Then-
only problem.
See. No. Bruno.
Right. So not quite ready yet, but that's okay. Like I said, we'll spend some good amount of time together. We'll see how long it takes for him to settle. Does he have any prior bite cases?
No.
Okay.
Only my brother, he pinch him here. And then we're talking about the garden guy. That
Was he okay?
Yeah, he was okay.
Okay.
Everybody was okay. Nobody, he didn't bit anybody, but scratch one person.
Okay.
Bruno.
All right. Here, I'll let you take him back. We'll go back to your car. I'll grab the food.
It's a bag, so we can take it over there.
Oh yeah, if you want, you can move the car over. My girlfriend just left, so there's a spot, but you can just park right in front.
Bruno, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see you over there, and then I'll bring it in for you.
Bruno.
So he really is stuck to him, huh?
Yes.
You might want to give him the leash.
And he go downstairs. And
Oh.
he stay by the stairs
Aw,
until he come back. Bruno.
I think he knows you're leaving him. I could just carry it with me. Yeah, that's not too bad. So we're out this afternoon, gonna do a walking evaluation and social evaluation with Mr. Bruno over here. Come on, big guy. He is interested in the kid there on the cart. So one thing definitely noticed while walking him is just how used to, of course, the collar and leash pressure he is, and just ignoring it and pulling through, either towards whatever it is that he's interested in walking towards when he's caught a scent, or in situations like this when we're trying to communicate with the leash that we'd like him to move this way, and he just stays fixated and focused over there. So that'll be one thing that we're going to be working on with him, as well as some name recognition, so he has better response to that too. Bruno. Right? So a complete register blank there. Bruno, come. Good boy. Sit. Good job. Alright. So a couple basic things to work on and really develop. These are going to be extra important in our situation because of his reactivity around people. We want to be able to redirect his focus and get him to come back to us whenever we need it. Because a big part of him not overreacting is going to be what he's actually focused on. So if he's only able to focus on something that is making him uncomfortable or unsure, that pressure is going to build up and he's going to react negatively towards it, right? Whether it's a person that's approaching in or whatnot. Whereas if we can get him to refocus on us, then we can give him commands, we can comfort him, we can guide him. Good boy. We'll have a lot more options. So one thing that we'll be working on too, outside of everything else, is just wants to hang out and look at the kids here while he does that. So it's his separation anxiety, right? Wanting to always kind of be with the handler. Can be a good quality, but then can also make for it to be very difficult in life as well. So one way that we can start working on that is just getting him some more exercise, getting him out and about. Right now, today, we are at about 16,000 steps, and he pretty much joined me for every last one of those steps. Doesn't like being left alone, even when it's another pup's turn to go for a walk. So what ends up happening is he comes for a walk too. So if we have 2 or 3 dogs staying over, or 2 dogs including my own staying over, for every outing that they get, he gets 2 or 3 more of those. So he's getting in a lot more exercise than he's probably used to, and that helps to tamper down all of his excess excitement and energy levels. And that way, especially after this session, I'll definitely be able to kind of leave him alone for at least an hour or so in the crate, and I'll record how he does, instead of just being all frantic and crying and everything, seeing if he's able to kind of better settle down and relax and rest, since he's going to be tired from a long day. Come on, big guy, let's go. Come on. Come on. Good boy. There you go. Good job. Right. Just applying pressure until he releases, and then releasing pressure. Good boy. Come on. See, as you can see, good boy. It's a lot less likely to be just super excited and pulling up front now, as he was earlier this morning. He's able to kind of focus on me. And as he maintains focus while we're walking, I'm just going to continue to reward him. Good boy. Right? Gonna do some leash pressure. Yes, good boy. As soon as he turns around, he gets rewarded. Want him to start acknowledging things like his name and the leash pressure. Also, still want to reward him for just checking back in all on his own accord. We're gonna go heavy on treats in the beginning to help recondition the behavior, and then we're gonna taper it off later on as we go. Good boy, come up here. Yes. And of course, he's had a break, like about 5 minutes between each walk with the pups, so he can get some water and everything. But as soon as I want to leave without him, he wants to go too. So if that's the case, I'm gonna let him go too. You know, he's a working breed, and now he's figuring out what it's like to be at work with me. Most other pups will only, like I said, kind of get 1 to 3 sessions a day. But if he's not going to be able to relax at home without me, then he's going to be joining me for all those sessions as well. Right? It'll be a good way to kind of get all of that excess energy and excitement out, as well as not have to worry about him, being destructive or anything like that while he's home alone. Technically won't be alone anyways because we have the other boarding pups. Good boy, come. I want him to get as tired and as ready to relax as possible before I leave him, before he goes in the crate. Good boy. Come. As you can tell, it makes for walking a lot easier too when he starts to kind of wear down. I've got his muzzle on with me in case we can make it all the way up to the shopping center. If not, what we'll do is we'll split up the walking session, and then I'll throw him in the car and just drive him up there. Which will probably be what I do, since he's already kind of starting to want to stop and rest periodically here. So we got somebody coming along the sidewalk. Got him there. Gonna go ahead and cross the street to make some extra space. And we got another pup coming in there. So we actually don't have that option. So what we're gonna do is just hang out here. But what I want him to do is have line of sight on her as long as possible, right? As she's moving away. Good boy. I'm giving praise for when he doesn't respond. While we're out evaluating his social behavior, you're going to see, exactly what triggers him, whether it's just guys or girls, whether it's both. We got a pup over here on the other side. Who's that? Who's that big guy? He's getting distracted by those pups too. Say hi. I don't think he even sees him. Hi. 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 What do you think, bud? All right, come on. Who's that? So because he's younger and we have that puppy energy to deal with, a lot of times some of those puppy issues can just be solved by removing as much of that excess energy as possible. Okay? So now that it's removed, we got stuff going on here. Let's go around. So now that it's removed, we can still see what we have to work with, right? So once again, he's still pulling on the leash a little bit, right? Just noticing the gentleman. Hi, how you doing? Good boy. Good job. Right? Got a bunch of people here. We're gonna try to go around. Hope everybody's okay. Trying to get him exposed to as many people from a safe distance as possible. Just getting used to seeing and redirecting. Hi, how you doing? getting used to seeing and redirecting, and refocusing. I'm just going to work on the desensitizing part of the socializing while we work on his obedience and building that up. And later on, hopefully get some friends, family members, things like that with his muzzle on to work on controlling himself on those harder, more close proximity engages where he's more likely to react and get a good opportunity to practice good correct timing, as well as comforting and getting him just used to new people in his personal space or around his parents, things like that. All right, so he's fading pretty fast here. It's towards the end of a long day, but this is his first full day, so he's probably not used to this much activity consistently. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him a ride in, and we'll see. All right, so now we're over here at the local shopping center. It's later in the afternoon on a Monday, so it shouldn't be too busy. It's a good time to start, as opposed to having huge crowds and stuff all around us the entire time on a busy weekend or something, especially with Memorial Day weekend coming up. Lots of sales going on. So I wanted to try to ease into things as much as possible. I've got him now on a shorter traffic lead, right? As well as having his muzzle on. With his muzzle, he can open his mouth still and kind of pant. But we want to try to give him breaks to cool him down in the AC at the pet store. Try to stick to the shade as much as possible too. But just kind of seeing what his behavior is going to be like generally in public. People all around him. Want to try to keep our distance so that way we're not disturbing anybody or endangering anybody as well. At the same time, we just want to observe mostly right now, right? A lot of times when we start training, we just want to do something right away, or we want to fix a problem right away, like with the pulling and the barking at people and things like that. What I'm interested right now is figuring out why he's barking at somebody, when he's going to probably do it, really paying close attention to him. That way we can get him used to do it, redirecting as early as possible, and just being comfortable around people, so that way he doesn't feel the need to. So just heavy socializing and desensitizing work, and then in the background we're going to be building up all the discipline. Good boy. Come. Try to stay in the shade as much as possible. Got a little family with kids here, so we want to be extra careful. Hi. Right. Good boy. Just seems interested in general, all the cars. That was good. Definitely not reacted to bikes like Cece is. Want him to try to use his nose as much as possible. We're going to make the boundary there so he doesn't just cross the street willy-nilly. Because the leash is so short, it's still difficult to keep a nice loose leash. And I'm just kind of guiding him a little bit along the ways, but I'm not trying to rush him either. Right? So definitely interested in vehicles. Go back this way, big guy. Good boy. Trying to coax him into the general direction we want to go as much as possible, as opposed to just pulling him along the whole time. I want him to be able to get distracted by his nose and smell and explore too. So here's a good opportunity to practice redirecting, right? So when I notice that he is staring at the kids or car, good boy, having him redirect back to me, either prompted or unprompted, for a reward. Bruno. Yes. Much better. Good boy. Good job. simple things like that, but just higher levels of repetition in ever increasing distracting scenarios can really help to build his name recognition. We want that kind of really ultra fast twitch response when he's not even like thinking about it, right? He just hears that sound and immediately turns to look where you are. He really wants to cross, but unfortunately we're not going that way, big guy. All right. I know. Good boy. We'll give you a little break. So what we'll do, so a couple laps. I'm just gonna record one. Oh, that little boy's getting really far away. All right. But we'll do a couple laps. Give him a break in the pet store. Take off his muzzle while we're going around back of the shopping center. I'll show you that. And then we can head back. He really just likes to sit and stare. Wants to go hard across the parking lot for some reason too. There's nothing in particularly over there. He just wants to go. Good boy. Come on, big guy. Alright, making sure he doesn't go wandering off into the street. Good boy. Wait. I'll let this family go in first, and then we'll go in behind them. Good boy. Good job. Nope. This way. This way. Good. Really wants to go out in the parking lot for some reason. There we go. Get his nose distracted down here. Where's all these things? Get a little bit more shade in as well. It's difficult right now because we're on a traffic handle and we haven't properly went over heel with him, right? So activating a lot more tension than usual. We got some more people coming through, so we're gonna go ahead and make some space over here. We'll let them pass. Hold on, big guy. Good boy. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Good job, Bruno. He really wants to go out into the street. Bruno, come. Good boy. Bruno. Yes. There you go. Good boy. All right. Come here, bud. There you go. All right. Easy. Come on, big guy. So we got a couple more people coming along. I'm gonna let them go first, and we'll go ahead and follow after. See which way they're going. I think they're going this way. Come on, big guy. Boy. Good job. Good boy. There you go. Just making sure to mark every time he refocuses and gives me his attention, especially good boy, especially after he does it when seeing somebody, right? Getting him into those good habits. Good boy, come. Got somebody else coming along here. job. Come on, big guy. Good boy. So I'm just giving him a little bit of extended time to check out the parking lot because he really wants to go out that way. And give him a little break in the AC here. Good boy. We'll let this family go ahead first since they got some little ones. Good boy. Wait. Good boy. So you can kind of see there the little girl's screams got his attention a little bit. Just wanted him to refocus and stabilize. Hi, how you doing? Good boy. Just picked up some toys for the pups, or else we'd snag a couple more while we're here. I think I'm still good on treats too. Come on, big guy. Oh, look at the cute little Frenchie. Look at the cute little Frenchie. Come on, big guy. This way. Boy. I know. Bruno. Oh, good listen. Almost got distracted. Hey. I know, I'll take that off for you in a sec. Come here, bud. Bruno. Hey. Bruno. Good boy, come. Sit. Sit. Good boy, good sit. Yeah, we'll give him a little break here with the muzzle before we do another round. He's doing well so far, though. I mean, everybody is at a pretty far distance, but he doesn't seem to be too. Hi, how you doing? Who's that? He doesn't seem to be too reactive towards the people. Oh. He's even moving away from the pup now, seeing where he wants to go. Where are you going, bud? Huh? Oh, there's a little mix over there. Good boy. We'll give his nose something to do. This way. There you go. Good boy. There you go. So especially when I'm trying to get him used to having the muzzle on for extended periods of time, just kind of like with Cooper, just giving his nose something. So that way he's distracted. He's not thinking about this thing on his face. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. Alright, so we have some kids close proximity to the entrance, so we're just going to wait for them to move. We're going to get out of line too, so that way we're not too close to crowds and things like that. We'll go ahead and wait off to the side over here. Good boy.
Doggy. Charlie would be having an absolute stroke if she was in here.
Oh. So he's watching new people as they come in. Let's see how he reacts here, closer proximity with the glass. Good boy.
Giovanni, come here.
Good job. Stay, bud.
Hi, handsome.
Good boy.
Hi, handsome.
Good boy. Yes. Good job.
Are you scared of people?
Yeah. Good boy. You tight.
That's such a good boy.
Good job.
Except they don't let me or he's scared of people. Right? Just like Charlie's scared of people. Charlie freaks out when people come near her.
Oh, you have a similar one, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to get him more comfortable in general.
She's used to you.
Boy.
No, come on.
Wow, good job. Okay. So you can tell, even though he's not reactive, just like looking at the rest of his behavior, he's not pulling or anything. He's interested, but he's more neutral than anything else. Alrighty, big guy. Okay. I guess we'll take the shortcut. Sorry. This way. Come on, big guy. Good boy. Alright, so that's another thing we want to test too, is how he reacts when people are walking into his personal space, right? He's doing well so far. Whether it's a female or male, sometimes that can make a difference too. We work with a lot of pups that are a lot more apprehensive of guys than they are of women, just because of our build and deeper voice, things like that. Just more intimidating. And when you have a pup that's already unsure or scared of somebody, just having somebody that's a more intimidating figure tends to push that. Although I have found a couple rare cases where the dog is more afraid of females than males. That was very interesting. In those cases, it's more of just like maybe the social upbringing and what they're familiar with than anything else. I even had one. I know, but we're almost there. We even had one family before too, whose pup, I was out working with them, and he would just bark at bigger people, right? Less in shape, more overweight and such. And then when I saw his family, they were pretty much all really, really thin, right? So it might have just been something unfamiliar to him in that regard, right? So you got a bunch of kids coming by here, so we're gonna try to move out of the way to the side and let them go first, right? So he's pretty focused in. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Alright. Good job, big guy. So, both really good and bad things to take note of on the social outing. I've worked with, especially Fiona would be a great example, right? So as soon as she even sees somebody, her hackles will go up and she's on guard, right? If they walk even in the general direction of her, she will feel uncomfortable enough to react and start barking and lunging. And if they start talking too, that applies additional pressure. So even just people having a conversation in her vicinity will trigger her. Whereas with this guy, he's actually pretty neutral all the way through. No negative reactions on this first trip. I'll let you know how the second one goes, but you can tell he's also not the most relaxed or comfortable in these situations as well. He's pretty stiff, his tail is down, and he's just watching. And usually when a dog is watching somebody, it's because they're unsure and they want to make sure that they're kind of keeping tabs on them, right? So a good example is a pup in a living room. When they're comfortable, people can get up and move around and the pup will just kind of sit there and not mind anything. Whereas if they're excited or unsure, as soon as somebody gets up, it's going to force that pup's attention onto them, right? Give it 1 sec here. As soon as that person gets up, and you'll notice that a dog is uncomfortable, they'll start tracking them pretty much as they move across the room, just watching them intently. And that's kind of the similar behavior we have here. He's not overreacting, which is great, but he's definitely on the verge of overreacting. We're just waiting for a certain trigger, like somebody approaching me or getting too close, things like that. See if those things is what sets him off. Rewatching the beginning part of his drop-off evaluation You can see I, for the most part, was stationary, right? And he was moving into my space. But then he also backed himself up after trying to get me to back up multiple times, right? So he was just letting me know that he was uncomfortable with me being in that space and trying to make me move back, right? Trying to claim that space. And then when he couldn't, kind of ping pong back because he was unsure and afraid of the situation too. I know, big guy. That's a lot of trash. Right, just hanging out here in the shade. But no, that was really good. Like I said, he's not quite as reactive when it's not a super intimate situation like we had during drop off, right? So it's really good to know. It makes it a little bit easier to hopefully get him used to being around people, but at the same time, it's also going to mean that the closer proximity work is going to also be harder, right? So if he isn't reactive until a certain point, we're going to eventually need to push him to that point, so that way we can practice him not reacting, right? Or redirecting, correcting him for overreacting, getting him to calm down, getting him comfortable in those situations. Good boy. All right, he did really good today. I'm gonna go ahead and let him walk back, put on his muzzle. We'll do one more round. I got some water in the car for him. Good boy.